hopeful that the temperatures will be a little warmer. We won't be talking about the possibility of freezing
I know.
precipitation.
I mean, and sometimes you can still be looking at some winter storms even then. But right now, we're just kind of focused on this tomorrow thing that looks like maybe some sprinkle stuff. But, you know, what's going on in our eastern counties? Let's take a look over downtown where it is 42 degrees. Look for things to continually drop some as we head toward tomorrow morning. But this is normally, I would say, all right, here we go. I have a low in the morning of 38 or thereabouts. This is not going to be the low. It'll be dropping as we go through the day on into tomorrow night. You can see a lot of 30s out there now, at least to the north and west, 37, 39. Then we have 40s and some low 50s in our southeastern counties. Here's the radar shot. Not much going on now. We've had that light rain that was in our southeastern counties rolling off toward the east here. Now just mainly clouds stuck in place. And again, as I mentioned at the top of the show, we're not looking for some other system to ride in to bring some sort of wintry stuff. It's the system we have now. It's just, is more precip going to roll across as the temperature is changing from the north and east tomorrow. Here's a look at the graph model, the one that you normally see when we call Future View. This shows us around noon tomorrow. All of us could see maybe a couple of sprinkles as we go through the day, but again, the farther north and east you are, you could see things maybe change over a little bit to kind of a wintry mix. This continues as we go into tomorrow afternoon because the freezing line will be starting to come down here. Now, are we talking about, you know, maybe some sleet in there? Could there be a couple of flurries? We'll have to wait and see how this is going to play out. But again, the farther north and east you are, that's where things could change. It hints at some little pink splotches off toward the north and west here. I want to wait and see as we get closer how much really precip we're going to have that could even change over. This is around 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow. It does try to nudge some of this back down each model run. Sometimes it'll pull it back this way and then shoot it back toward the south and west. So just especially making eastward tomorrow. Watch to see as we go into tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. Could have a little bit here. Not a big deal is the way it's looking so far if the models are right. This takes us into midnight tomorrow night, and then as we head on into Saturday, things start to clear out. Here's the high-res model. This one shows a similar scenario tomorrow afternoon, north and east here. Kind of grazing, tries to throw a couple of flurries in there, and then as we go on into tomorrow night, most of this slides on off toward the Carolinas. And that's really been what some of the two main global models have been showing, the GFS and the Euro. Here's the GFS that mainly off into South Carolina tomorrow night and kind of pulling away here as we go on into Saturday. And the Euro is kind of showing the same thing. This is going to be tomorrow afternoon and evening, and notice how again it kind of scrapes by here. So that one definitely shows the least possibility of anything changing over. Here's a look at how temperatures are going to run during this event. All right, so maybe some upper 30s, 40 plus as you go farther south tomorrow morning. Here's your freezing line generally drawn on here. And this, as we go through the day tomorrow, heading into tomorrow night, that's when the freezing air starts to come on in. So we'll just have to see, is there enough available precip in the atmosphere to match up with that freezing temperature as it comes down. And then as you go farther toward the south here, that should be rain. But then most of the precip is going to outrun the temperatures as they drop. So it looks like by the time we get into Saturday morning, there'll be plenty of cold air out there, but probably not going to have anything left over to change. And then as we go into Saturday afternoon, not getting out of the 40s, and then we're back to the 20s again as we go into Saturday night, Sunday morning. So still some question marks on it. See how it plays out tomorrow. It definitely looks better than it did earlier in the week as far as showing an ice situation, freezing rain. We did not want that, and hopefully we can kind of steer clear of some of that.